Okay, everything's grounded. I normally solder these wires too, but this time I said, okay, well, let's crimp them like everybody else. What happens? One of the wires slides out of the crimp. So that's why I like to solder. But we ended up crimping it again and putting it in here. So all circuits are grounded. And we did tap into our power line. It's right here. I got it all shielded right now. Everything is shielded. It's got wire conduit on it. I haven't tied anything off yet. Because I want to test it. So I bought some shielding. I got bamboozled. It was open box. It was like this in the store. So you normally get 10 feet of this shit. There was about 6 feet in here. So they got me. It was the only one they had. Do you got a different one? And in any case, I took it on the chin with that. $10 for that shit. Okay, so we did disconnect the battery when we did all the work, just to be safe. And everything is set up. The lights are all set up. Everything is shielded. We just need to, what we're gonna do is tie everything off. But before we do that, we wanna check to make sure that it works. So now it's time to go inside the old Jeep. And let's see if it works. We're gonna actually, let me make sure there's no tools up here. We're gonna take it easy. I had the other two joints, I covered them with tape. There's one right there. These are for the extra set of lights. There's another set of lights that goes one right here, one right here. But to do that, I have to take this off. And I'm gonna take it easy for a while, which means I'll probably start on it tomorrow or the next day or whatever, or a couple days from now. But I don't feel like doing it right now. We're gonna actually go with just this amount of lights and see what it's like. But in any case, let's jump in the Jeep and let's fire this beast up. Let me just make sure that everything is picked up. Oh yeah, that got some debris on my bumper. You know, the electrician tape. I was using the wires from the old Jeep. So some of the electrician tape was it was stuck to the wire, and then when it rubs against your fender, it gets on your fender. So that glue on the tape gets everywhere. We're gonna fire this beast up and we're gonna see what we got, guys. We're gonna go into vehicle. Settings. We're gonna scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, auxiliary switches, boom. Now this is auxiliary 1, so we're gonna go into auxiliary 1. We don't want it on ignition, we want it on battery. And then we don't wanna, let's see here, recall last state. We don't care to do that, but we'll press that. No. Okay, it doesn't come into play. So right now, it's all done. Oh, it's on latching. You can either have latching or momentary. Momentary is you have to hold the switch down. When you release the switch, it comes off. We don't want that. We want latching. Latching is you turn the switch on, it stays on until you push it off. So we are on auxiliary switch number 1. Everything is all set up. We've got the latching, battery, and that's it. This is the moment of truth, gentlemen. This is auxiliary 1. We just turned it on. Dudes, those are some very, very bright ass lights. The 4 lights on the outside are spot beams. The 2 lights on the inside of the bumpers are flood beams. Now we're supposed to put on another couple flood beams, but we're not gonna do that today. I've had enough of this stuff for a while. I want to take it easy. Plus I need to get some more of the shielding. What we're gonna end up doing is tying these all off, and you know, there's gonna be a little bit of a situation. We still have to run another set just like this up. You know, I can see myself coming up here and over, you know, for the next set, because there's not enough room. Ooh, isn't that sweet, guys? Oh, it's sweeter than dog shit. Okay, and then to shut that off, you have to hit the auxiliary switch 1, and the light goes off on the switch. It means it's off. We're gonna let it run for just a little bit. Boy, isn't that sweet, guys? Oh, those are some fucking bright ass motherfucking lights, man. Oh, just like the old days, man. Okay, what do you guys think, man? Do you think that's enough light? Or do you think I should be a pimp and put on another 11 lights? Should I be a pimp or not? We'll see. Anyways, we're gonna shut her down. Ah, it's so sweet, man. Oh, that's sweet as hell. But I'll tell you what, man. Damn. Oh, that's how much those 2 little pieces of wire right here. That's how much waste we had after running those 2 segments. I had one segment that was longer than the other one, and by the time you use the longer one for this group, and then the one that was a little bit shorter I used for this group. So I mean, it worked out great. Fuck. But like I said, that's the first wave. Everything that you see right here, these 3, you got 3 more coming up. So those are gonna have to, they're gonna have to come up right here. And then we'll go over and then over. So, I mean, there's just no other way. There's no way you're gonna go up through here. It's just not even an option. So, I mean, it's so jammed in there, so tight right now. You know, I barely got these in. But in any case, we're gonna tie these off. This is done, it works. The grounds are good. Ooh, here's a potential ground right here. So, you know, what we'll do is we'll use in the future, I believe this bolt will work there. This is from holding this metal piece on that I told you I wasn't going to do anymore. No, it's a different size. No big deal. You want to try to see, this is a bare naked bolt. All these other ones are painted. Whether it's painted underneath there, I don't know. We'll find out the next time around. I really don't want to disrupt it, but we've got them grounded. Everything works. So now it's just a question of tying everything off, and we're good. Fuck, that's a bit of a a bit of a chore, I gotta tell you guys. Okay, we want to leave this close to the... We're gonna be back in here I don't know when. Like I said, I'm tired of doing this shit for a while. So we won't be doing it for a while. I'm gonna let you go because I just want to do this on my own. No sense in you watching. I want to be able to clip them, but I also want to be able to you know, I'll probably put one wire tie around that, but it'll be right there ready for me for the next wave of lights. So these I just crimped on, like I told you, the grounds, I just crimped them to this connector with the hole in the middle, so you could put that bolt through it. But the power line, I did, well, you had 4 power lines coming together, so I soldered them all, and then I put heat shrink on them, so they're good. And then you got this protection on the outside of it. So looking good, man. I'm gonna let you go. That's it for this video. Just a short one. Like I said, we did I did disconnect just in case. I mean, who knows if that fucking thing was on or not on, you know what I mean? So the auxiliary switch, so just to be safe, I definitely disconnected when I did all the connections. So disconnected the negative terminal, but everything looks good. So we're just going to take a little bit of time and throw some wire ties in here. This is 100%. It ain't going anywhere for 100 years. I'm going to probably put a piece of tape and wrap these and say, because, you know, 5 years from now I'll be like, oh, where the fuck is this run? So we're going to mark these with telling me where they are or what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Well, here's a couple of potential spots for grounds too in the future. Okay guys, I'm gonna let you go. Everything works. You've seen it here live. Oh, I did want to say one thing. We had a guy that was kind of trolling me about drilling into from the bottom of my hood here, and he, you know, evidently he's done it a few times and he's dented his hood on the top. What you got to do, gentlemen, is you don't put that much pressure on the drill when you drill, okay? So you're not going to dent it if you don't put much pressure on the drill when you're drilling. You just let the bit do the work. Very little bit of pressure. Otherwise, you know, you just don't want to do it. You want to use very little pressure on your bit when you drill, or maybe get a depth gauge on it. They do make depth gauges for drills, but there was no problem. In any case, we wanted to bring that up. Anyways, that's it for this video. This install went without a hitch. It was kind of a pain in the ass, but we got it. I wish I could have the other 2 lights on too, but I don't feel like doing that today. You know, in a couple of days I'll feel great and I'll probably do it. But you know, we've got to drill some holes here. I'm going to drill these 2 holes first. So we'll drill these 2 holes first. Then we'll take this off. Then we have to drill this connector goes about right here, so it's right dead center underneath here. You can't drill the hole unless you take it off. A good hole, a safe hole that's perfect. And so we would, this is only held on by 8 bolts, but I guarantee you these bolts are they do have their T45s, torque 45 heads, and I guarantee you they probably have thread lock on them, so they're going to be a bit of a bitch to get out. But you got plenty of room to work them with your wrench, T45 wrench. As a matter of fact, when I get it to a certain point, we're going to take the drill gun and you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it that way. Well, I don't know if I can reach that one, but we can get these three. Just can't get this one. Can't get this one, but we can do these three. It'll take them right off real quick. Anyways, well, you got to loosen them up first. Get them close to loose and then do it. That's it for this video, man. I'm going to shut down.